before. Last night I feel already a lot better. I guess you can tell. It's amazing. I can tell that my vibration tuned into high frequency. And my mind was not as clogged as the past 3 days. Now there's some room in my mind freed up for positivities, and I can visualize again the happy thoughts and positive expectations with high emotions. When we facing, let me see, what's the word? See, I started my gratitude journal. I did it every day, and I'll keep up doing it. So when we're facing adversity, it's very important to be as conscious as possible. You don't want to be drifted in the negativities. So it's especially important to be aware, to bring up the consciousness. Back in 2016, that's the first time I'm trying to get H-1B visa. It's even difficult for me to get sponsored at the first place. I got super stressed during that time, although I didn't realize that I had a lot of negative thinking regarding the visa issue every day, but I was not happy. So I almost had a drink or two every day after work at home. Because of the alcohol, I can laugh, I can enjoy the life. I was not an alcoholic, but there was some sort of addiction there because I relied on the external stuff, like in this case the alcohol, to release me from the negative thoughts. But that's not the ultimate solution. This is what I realized years later. So now what I do, instead of rely on alcohols or some other stuff, I never use drugs, but I know it functions in a similar way. I just want to say it's not a good way. It not only hurt your body but also your mind, because you're not working on yourself. You have to rely on yourself to be able to come out of the adversity. And that's why ever since I realized that I no longer having alcohol during difficult times, I'll try to do meditation every day. I think that's a much better way to help me to bring conscious. So like what the alcohol or drug does is that it brings you underneath of the awareness. Although those stuff can temporarily release you from the negative thoughts, but in fact you lose your awareness in that case. You let the alcohol to control you. What we really should do is mastering our reactions to the external conditions. Yes, that's the way to do it. It's one thing I want to share. The benefits of consciously bring back your awareness. Gradually you will find that you freed up a lot of space in your mind from those negativities, and that space allows you to visualize the positive expectations of abundance and prosperity. For the past 2 days, I have no such space. My mind was sort of clogged and clouded. I couldn't tell what I was thinking or what I was worried about, but one thing I did notice that I have no desirable visualizations anymore. Like how I described in my first episode, I have the idea of working on my own stuff pop up in my mind, and I feel so excited about that. In the past few days, those kind of thoughts never came into my mind. And last night, I started to have good visualization again. From that moment, I knew that I put myself out of the immersive negative thoughts. So I do want to talk about what are those negative thoughts that make me struggle. I think it was about the sense of insecure. I think that's insecure and instability. So the beauty of being employed is that it offers us the security, the stability. I think that's also why a lot of freelancers saying that they don't know how long they can do this, and they were struggling the instability of their income. So I guess that's the lesson for me to learn, to conquer the fear of insecurity and break the illusion of stability come from external conditions. Theoretically, I understand the ultimate stability comes from within. At the end of the day, nothing is stable, nothing is permanent on this planet. Everything could be destroyed. Even though you bought a house, you have diamonds, you have anything that you could think of, have that sense of solidity. You cannot have them forever. Imagine when the death comes, no matter how much you have, you cannot bring them with you, right? To the other side. So it's the time for me to learn how to detach myself from the material world, no matter what that is. It could be a relationship, it could be like a stable housing. Yeah, there is a lot of things I grasp to offer me the sense of security. I just don't aware of them. Like I mentioned before, having the visa I thought could offer me at least temporary security to be able to stay here in this free country. So the lesson here is to learn how to let go anything that you grasp from the external world to offer you the sense of security. Okay, the gratitude journal number 2 that I haven't recorded here. I'm thankful that I'm healthy. You know, during the pandemic, the best thing you can get is health. That's the most valuable thing for now to anyone. Like the elders have better understanding of the importance of health than the younger generations. But thanks to the pandemic showing us the uncertainty of everything, so now for us who haven't contracted the virus should be really grateful. The second, I want to thank to my parents who gave me life and the parents who raised me up. Next, I want to thank to all the teachings online shared by all spiritual and Buddhism teachers. They're very helpful and encouraging. I want to thank for more words come from my friends. Your support means a lot to me. Lastly, I'm so grateful to have my personal space and time here, which allows me to clear my mind and get recovered and to adapt myself into the greatest unknown. So today I'm going to work on my school assignments. I'll try to edit the footages I recorded for the past few days as much as possible. They're piling up. I'll keep up my gratitude journal and share it with you guys later. That's all for today. See you later.